Hello everybody, welcome to DryerDays Art Studio. Well, here is the November 2021 box coming at you guys. Very, very fall themed. I'm really in the mood of Thanksgiving and the fall colors and the leaves, obviously. So let's get started on everything you're gonna get in the box. You're gonna get these two clear molds. These are really big leaf molds. This will be an awesome tray that I'm gonna use. And I wanna tell you guys what I'm gonna use these for. I am gonna set these out on my table for my Thanksgiving meal, and we're gonna have like a candle on this mold when it's done, and just these are gonna kind of be scattered around as sort of decor on my Thanksgiving Day table. So that's why I really want to keep these fall colors with this. Have some really beautiful, rich, like metallic colors in there, just really earthy. So you're gonna get these two, which they have these beautiful accent lines in here, which we are gonna touch on, and we're gonna give that a little embellishment. And then I got these two smaller ones here. They're so cute. And yeah, so those are the molds you're gonna get. You're gonna get all four of these. We're gonna use my In the Glen fantasy film, which is a brand new fantasy film to my store. As you can see, very beautiful, earthy, more greens, golds, a little bit of red in there, very pretty. You're gonna get a 1/4 ounce jar of the copper mica flakes. Look how pretty. I'm so excited to be featuring my color cream for the very first time in an art box. You're gonna get the black cherry. Beautiful color. This is one of my favorites. Also gonna get Eartha glitter. Now the Eartha has actually been discontinued. So what I have in my store is all that is going to be left of Eartha, and it's one of my favorite pigments, or glitters, I'm sorry. And I feel like it hasn't really gotten a lot of attention, but it is a gorgeous, stunning glitter that you can see here. Sorry, it's making my camera not focus. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Awesome earth tones, as the name implies. And then we're gonna get 10 grams of antique lace and 10 grams of coffee that you'll see me use here. They're sealed and I don't wanna open them, so that's why we will just use them in the artwork, and you can see. So I'm gonna go quiet now and I'll do a voiceover and walk you guys through how I make these. All right, everybody, so we're gonna start off with some of the Glen fantasy film here. I'm gonna cut just a little bit off. Set the rest aside. This is all I'm going to need, is just this little tiny bit. I don't even need that much. Actually, I don't even use this whole amount. But I'm just going to cut it into little shreds. I'm going to show you here how I do this. I'm folding it. Get this out of the way here. And I'm going to get a cup to kind of keep this contained. And we're just going to start cutting pieces here into the cup. And then I'm going to kind of drizzle and scatter them along the big mold here, and I'll show you that here in just a second. I'm going to set aside the fantasy film just for now, and I'm going to take some of my gold gilding leaf paint with a really small brush, and just going to come on these raised lines here in the leaves that are the beautiful veining detail that we have here on the two clear molds. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to do that on this mold and the large mold. I just think it's so satisfying to watch time lapses like this, so I left this footage in here for you guys. Just beautiful detailing already that you can see, and now I'm just going to sprinkle on that fantasy film. And I will kind of pick up some pieces and put them around so that there's a nice even balance, but you guys can lay these in here however you want. You could even make really big pieces. You could trace out the leaf mold and do an entire base layer of the fantasy film. That's really pretty. I've seen people do that with some holographic films. I wanted to kind of scatter this around to break up the leaf a little bit and make it look a little bit more interesting, and you guys will see when it's done, it looks really, really cool. Now, since these are going to be more functional pieces, I'm going to use the Total Boats tabletop epoxy because it's just a little bit more durable, a little bit better heat resistancy. I really like working with this resin. It's one of my favorite resins. I also use their art resin a lot from Total Boat. If you guys want to try out Total Boat, look in the video description. I have a discount code if you've never tried them before. It's good for 15% off your first order. They are really, really cool over there. Really great customer service. And like I said, I love the resin products. And I use it, pretty much that's all I use these days is Total Boats resin. So I get that question a lot, what's my favorite resin? And it really depends on the project. But like I said, for this one, because these are more functional pieces, we are gonna use their countertop epoxy because I just find it's a little bit more durable and heat resistant as well. The heat resistance is usually higher on a countertop epoxy. So here what I'm doing on these small molds is I'm just putting in a little bit of clear, giving us a little base. And now I couldn't wait to break this out, my black cherry color cream. And we're just gonna take a tiny bit. I mean, you can see there, I just have barely any on my stick because you want a 10% ratio or volume to however much resin you have in your cup. So obviously I don't have a whole lot of resin in here. So we need barely any paste. You can see how beautiful this color is. I'm also gonna use some Eartha glitter. And that's all we're gonna use on these two little blue leaf molds. I'm just gonna use the black cherry and the Eartha and some clear resin. And really, you want to make sure, that was the coffee pigment, by the way. I'm getting these ready for the other molds too, and this is the antique lace right here. With the pigment paste, I always recommend when you open your jar, you kind of stir it up a little bit because sometimes it can settle and separate a little. These are the copper mica flakes, obviously. And so just mixing it in the jar before you get it on your stick that you're going to put in your resin, it's always just a good idea, just to mix it up a little bit. So now that I've got all my pigments and everything mixed into the resin, I'm going to start up here and we're going to just do a clear mixture with the copper mica flakes. They're so, so pretty. I do sell all of these items you can get in my store individually. So if you don't want to get the whole box, you don't want all the molds and everything, all of the items are individually sold in my store, and I will list them all individually in the video description. The art boxes, of course, their link is going to be in the video's description as well. We are heading into Black Friday season. I do like to mention that I usually do a really big sale every Black Friday. I'm going to be doing that again this year. But just a side note that the art boxes, none of my discount codes work on the art boxes because actually you're getting this as a box set and you're getting a discount. Getting all of these items together, so I can't really discount them anymore or I would be losing money. So I just like to let the folks know that the discount codes do not apply to art boxes. I typically don't apply it to my artwork either, but all these other items individually, you could apply the discount code to. Now, I do have a couple extra sets of these molds. However, those are not listed individually in my store. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or if I'm going to do like another box giveaway type thing and save these molds for another giveaway or another box. But yeah, so all the pigments, the color creams that are brand new to my store, through my Color Joy line, we're going to feature at least one color cream in the next 5 or 6 upcoming boxes. So that's really exciting. It gives you guys a nice little sample of the color creams and they're just gorgeous. I'm so happy. If you've been following me at all, you know that I have been trying for a year and a half to get decent pigment paste, trying different combinations, trying different formulas, reaching out to different companies all over the world, and finally I have my line. And I'm going to be getting more colors. I started with 25. There's 4 metallics and 5 matte colors. And then the rest are beautiful kind of pearlescent shimmery colors. So anyway, head over to DryerDaysArtStudio.com if you want to check out my products. But everything used in this video will be listed below. And of course, here we are working on the November art box. So, and you can already see how beautiful that coffee and antique lace goes together in this mold here. It's just stunning. I do spritz with rubbing alcohol and I do use my heat gun to pop bubbles. I mention this all the time. Do not use an open flame with your molds. And I even mention this in the listing of all of my molds to never use an open flame or a torch with your molds because it can ruin them permanently. It will make the resin fuse to the mold and then you will tear your mold as you're demolding because it will fuse to the mold and be a permanent fixture. in your mold, and you'll have permanent silicone on your creation. So I just had somebody email me the other day that they have ruined like 4 molds in a row. What could they be doing wrong? I said, are you using a torch? Yep. Okay, so please, 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 please do not use an open flame. So you can see there, I just did some of that black cherry color cream and some of that eartha glitter, and look at how beautiful already. You can see it twinkling in there. I mean, these colors just go beautifully together. I could not be more happy with the color selection in this box. Very much earth tones, very much more muted, not over the top, not bright, just beautiful colors for this time of year especially. And I'm just going to keep going through and add a little bit more resin as I see that I need to. If the molds aren't completely filled, I'm just going to keep going around and working this. And then next you will see me demold, the fun part. And I did let these sit for 24 hours and they were ready to demold. You can see here some of those mica flakes actually floated to the top, which is pretty cool. You can see just a really nice depth in these molds too. Nice and durable and sturdy. Beautiful. So you can see there some of that antique lace. We got a little bit of the coffee peeking through. I like either side of every single one of these. I like either side. I think this side right here, this is beautiful. It's gorgeous. You can see some of those metallic hues popping up in the surface here. And there you go. There is some of that Glen Fantasy film. And again, you can lay that fantasy film in any way you want. But you can see just the beautiful green and sort of orange and golden fiery colors in that fantasy film. And this is just demolding beautifully. Just gorgeous. Perfect. Look at the shine, that fantasy film. I love it. But yeah, again, either side of this I think is so pretty. And there we have it, a little mini tray that I can put a candle on my Thanksgiving Day table. And then these little guys, oh my God, they were just so beautiful. Those little maple leaves. I didn't get to demold those on camera, so I apologize for that. But you can see them here, how beautiful they are. We'll just do another video real quick in my ring light so you can see how pretty. And you don't have to do the line in the gold metallic. I just wanted to do it to see how it would look. Okay, here we are, the little ones. Look at that eartha glitter. I am so bummed out that this eartha glitter is going to be discontinued, but you can see the beautiful selling there from laying down that clear layer first. That's the reason I did that clear first. I'm so happy with those mica flakes. I think they're just so earthy and perfect for these leaves here. And then the last one, the twin to the other one, so pretty. Oh my gosh, that black cherry. I love that color so much. All right, everybody. Well, you know what? These are selling fast, and I always have limited quantities of the boxes, so please head over to DryerDaysArtStudio.com. Grab your November art box today. I still have 1 or 2 of my October boxes left too if you want to nab one of those. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, keep on pouring.